We do more specific planning of our meals. We are very, we don't go out to eat as much. We question our expenditures more. Now, that having been said, our food costs probably are up about 30% from this time last year. Our resources are devoted to the kids. So we're cutting back and planning for the future. We're kind of, we might go to Cracker Barrel, then Tuesday, Ruby Tuesdays. We kind of, take a little step down.
Oh, I noticed big time at Costco, where some of the items that I used to buy, the price is so incredible that I refuse to buy it. I used to buy these individual salads that were pre-made. I think it comes like in a 4-pack. And I used to pay, I would say, $10 for 4. Right now it's like $16, $17 for 4. So I don't buy that anymore.
Right.
So I just buy the individual salads at Trader Joe's. So and I can get the variety I want. The other thing I do is just buy the greens myself. I'll buy a bag of spinach or a bag of kale or romaine and just make the salads myself.
But I noticed the price for Starbucks. I noticed there was a difference, and I was like, that's interesting because it had gone up. But I realized there's certain Starbucks that charge different prices, which I didn't realize. So like a few blocks away from me, it's like 80 cents less, which is pretty considerable considering if I buy like 5 to 6 a week, that's like a few dollars. So I started going to another Starbucks, same exact, it's like 5 minutes away. Like, I don't get it. Like,
And there's an 80-cent price difference.
80-cent price difference.
Latte.
So weird. Yeah. So anyway, I started going to the other Starbucks. But like, yeah,
I've never heard.
I cut back on a lot of snacks, like for multiple reasons though, like my kids are getting kind of chunky and I'm like, they want to eat snacks as like meals. So I've cut back on a lot of snacks, and then like the prices on them are like ridiculous. And I'm like, this shit's unhealthy as hell anyway. Like, y'all be all right. So I cut back on that. And like, I just won't buy stuff if it's not on sale. I really won't, because it's ridiculous. I mean, there's a few things I will, but and I have like the stores kind of mapped out as to if I do buy everyday things that aren't on sale, like who's the cheapest and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's a wild time.
and then this year my super called and said, oh, I noticed you're not using the gym, so we didn't charge you this year. He's like, do you want the gym membership for the year? And I was like, should I save the money? So I was like, no, I don't want the membership. So I traded off. I was like, even though one of my goals for the year, even though I don't do that, I was kind of like, well, this year I should maybe start going back to the gym. But I was like, well, I have a lot of expenses. So like, we'll push that down the road. Maybe for spring, I'll sign up and then pay then. But so yeah, I was like, kind of like decided like not the time right now.
I also noticed that restaurant prices have gone up. Not fast food, but like going to a deli and getting a sandwich, the prices have gone up. And even going to like a Chinese takeout place, the prices have gone up.
How are you responding to those prices going up?
I'll just pay it. I mean, I really don't have a choice.
We went to the grocery store on the way home because we live in the middle of nowhere. And there were things where like the price underneath the item on the shelf was one thing. And then I checked out and it was different. And I'm like, is this are these prices going up so fast that they're not even updating their stickers? Like,
They can't keep up.
that's like what I thought about it. I don't know if it's but I'm like, this could be. What is Whole Foods doing? Yogurt said it was 50 cents flat.
Yeah, I don't know, girl. I try to base my meals around sale ads a lot of the time, or like I don't really eat much. Like I can live off a Slim Jim and a cup of ice and a Red Bull. So, and it's
At
terrible.
me. You need to.
It's terrible, I know. So, yeah, it's pretty wild. And then like I'm a smoker too, so like I've noticed like cigarettes are up like crazy, and it's a wild time.
I've noticed, like, if I'm not really careful, where I used to easily be able to come in $200 a week on our groceries.
Mhm.
And now basically for the same stuff, if I'm not careful, like, I mean, it'll go up to 250 easily. But like my husband grabbed organic grapes the other day. It was $9 for a small bag.
Wow.
And now for sure, like I ask the kids what they want to eat. So I'll give them like options. I'll be like, okay, what do you guys want? And like, I'll look at the sale ads, see if I can make it happen. Because I don't want to waste, like cook this meal and the kids don't like it because I'm not going to eat it. I don't eat. So, I try to like do what they want within reason, because I'm gonna be pissed if I spend like $30 to make something and they're not gonna eat it.
I have everything on my credit card, so I know I have it basically penciled in that I'm going to be spending at least $800 a month on food. So when I'm like, okay, so I've got $500 of utilities, I'm going to have $800 of food through the month,
Mhm.
and 400. Like it's just like a quick math in my head. Like, okay, like we kind of have this much more money to go. Like, yeah, like go ahead and buy what you want because on this or that. We are going over. I haven't got us to stay in my wishful budget. Yeah, we'll see if this is the month.